people tend to view heroes as individuals who are endowed with extraordinary skills and powers, no? Like the one that is portrayed in comic books or even in movies.
And a hero essentially is someone who selflessly gives up their life for the betterment of other people's lives. And truly, this is Mr. Pagsy.
He established the Ateneo Dramatic Society in 1956. 10 years after, ito po ay naging dulaang sibol, no? In 1966.
Under his guidance, naisip niya na paano kaya tayo mas makakapag reach out, paano tayo mas makakapag pangalandakan ng salita ng Panginoon at saka ng ating mga dula kung hindi tayo naunawaan ng mga taong nandito.
And not only has Dulang Sibol produced stage plays and inspirational and liturgical music, its primary aim has been to produce Christians through what we have been staging all throughout these years.
Dulaang Sibol is a formation house. In Dulaang Sibol, you make your place, but you also clean the house. You clean everything here. When there's a show, you sell the show. When there's a show, you also clean the washroom. And because the most humble of places to meet Christ daw is in the washroom. So it was theater, but still at the core of it was Sir Pagsy teaching us to be Christs.
In the constitutions of Dulaang Sibol, Mr. Pagsy has written that a Sibolista should aspire to be a Christ with a small c. Again, those aren't just words with Mr. Pagsy. He aspires to be that Christ with a small c. And he models what that means for us, his students.
And this is why Mr. Pagsy is a hero. He selflessly gave so much, not just to his students in Ateneo, not just to students outside of Ateneo, but to those who wanted to be students. Through the efforts of Dulaang Sibol, they created Sibol Jesus, and they were able to reach out to a wider they were able to cast a wider net, so to speak, to provide for students who wanted and needed quality education. And Sibol Jesus is not just about tutoring students, but also making sure that the catechism reaches them.
Actually, generations of students have their own moving testimonies about how Mr. Pagsy was a role model for them. And each of the many stories that I have heard are actually very moving testaments of how he brings himself as a person to his role as a teacher. We are who we teach. And one of the famous quotes that Mr. Pagsy always likes to quote is this quote from Rodin, which is, love your calling with a passion. It is the meaning of your life. So all of this, one's vocation or calling, which is to teach, and then one's dedication, the passion that you pour into it, and one's life. All of these three elements are in harmony. So love your calling with a passion. It is the meaning of your life.